Have you ever tried the morning routine or the night routine of a millionaire or a celebrity, or maybe just the morning routine of your favorite YouTuber, only to find out that it didn't actually work for you? In this video, I'm going to explain why this routine didn't work for you, and I'm going to show you with 5 simple steps how you can create both a morning routine and a night routine that works for you. It's going to be unique, it's going to be personal, and it's going to help you succeed in life. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Press the subscribe button if you want to see more content to help make your dreams come true. And if you stick till the end of this video, I will be sharing 2 tips to make sure that you are not making any mistakes when creating these perfect morning and night routines. Let's get started. So why didn't these other routines work? Well, simply because they probably involved doing something that you didn't enjoy. Let me explain myself. A routine has to be unique and personal. If it's not unique, if it's not personal, then it's not your routine, and it's very unlikely that you're going to want to stick with it through the years. I'm going to start by showing you how you can create a perfect and unique morning routine. Let's go. Here are the 5 things that you can do to create a morning routine that actually works. Step number 1. You need to have an alarm clock. There is no perfect time at which you need to get up. You can get up at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 a.m. It doesn't matter. As long as you are consistent and as long as you wake up at the same time every single morning, it is absolutely fine. The time at which you should decide to wake up depends on 2 things. 1 is the time at which you decide to go to bed at night, which we will talk about later, and 2, how much sleep you actually need. You have to figure that out for yourself in order to make your morning routine unique. Step number 2. You need to choose one or several actions to actually start your day. These may be drinking a glass of water, making your bed, opening up your curtains, anything that you want. Small actions that tell your body it's time to wake up now. Step number 3, you need to find one or more actions that actually help put you in a good mood and boost your positivity and your productivity for the entire day. Some examples of actions are reading, meditating, working out, writing in your journal. Just think of things that make you happy, things that help put you in a good mood. Step number 4 is to get ready. You need to put your clothes on, you need to wash up, you need to do your makeup if you want to wear makeup, do your hair. Once you're done preparing yourself, you're done with your morning routine and you're ready to start the day, because step number 5 is actually starting your day. Now, what is the one thing that I would actually recommend you avoid doing in your morning routine? My number 1 tip is to avoid screens as much as possible. That means avoiding social media as well, because social media doesn't necessarily put you in a good mood, and you really need to be in a good and positive mood if you are going to nail that day. That means, as much as possible, try not to touch your phone, your TV, and your laptop before you're done getting ready. Now, of course, these 5 steps are really the core of what you should be doing to create your own personal and unique morning routine that works, but I encourage you to have several actions for every step. For instance, if reading puts you in a good mood but meditating does so as well, you want to combine the 2. Reading first and meditation second, or meditation first and reading second. Choose the order you want and have as many actions as you want. Now that you know how to create the perfect morning routine that works for you, we're gonna move on to the perfect night routine. Just like for your morning routine, there are 5 things that you can do to have the perfect night routine that works for you. My number 1 tip is to reduce the amount of screens that you are exposed to. Let me explain. If you have a phone, a laptop, and a TV in your room, what I would recommend is choosing one of these 3 and putting away the other 2. I know that experts recommend putting away all screens 1 hour before going to bed, but I'm trying to be realistic in saying that most of us aren't willing to do this. Step number 2. I believe the second step would be preparing your room for the next day. That means doing a little bit of light cleaning, because it's always nice to wake up in a clean room. If you're not a messy person, this shouldn't take you more than 10 or 15 minutes max. Prepare your outfit for the next day. If you have trouble choosing what you're going to wear in the morning, prepare your outfit the night before. That way you're not wasting time in the morning. Prepare your school bag the night before so you don't have to do it in the morning and accidentally forget something. Our brain is a lot more alert before going to bed than it is in the morning. If you feel like there is anything else you need to do to prepare your room for the next day, do so at this time. Step number 3 would be preparing yourself for sleep. This is the time to take down your makeup, to shower, to meditate if you like doing this. Really prepare yourself for sleep. Step number 4 would be relax time. You have to relax before going to bed. This will actually help you fall asleep faster. If you haven't meditated in your night routine yet, you can also include meditation in your relaxed time. You can also go on Netflix if you've chosen to keep a screen. You can of course read, you can draw, you can write in your journal again. You can call a friend or interact with your family. This is really the time for you to relax. You can also reflect on your day. That's always a nice thing to do at the end of the day. And you can mentally prepare yourself for the next day. If you are a person who likes to prepare their to-do list the night before, this is a great time to do that. If you need help creating the perfect to-do list that works for you, I'll leave a link right up here and in the description box down below to a video that will help you do so. Finally, my 5th tip for you guys is really to go to bed at a time you decided on earlier. You don't want to be going to bed whenever you feel like it, because otherwise it's probably going to mess up your sleeping schedule. Am I going to go to bed at 9 p.m? 10 p.m, 11 p.m, midnight? It doesn't matter what time you choose to go to bed, but it's better if it's always the same time. That way your body is used to doing this. Here you go guys, now you have perfect and unique and personal morning and night routines that are going to work for you. Before you leave, here are some tips that will actually help you make these routines work. Tip number 1, guys. If you are forcing yourself to do something, if you're making yourself include an action in your routine that you don't actually like, your routine isn't going to work. If there's something that doesn't feel right, if it's in your gut and you don't want to do it, don't do it and replace it with something else. Tip number 2, you have to realize that you're going to do this morning routine for a couple of days and you're going to have to stick with it for quite some time before you actually see positive results from these routines. You will not see how beneficial something is until it's really implemented in your life. So you have to implement these things for several weeks before you actually see how beneficial they are. And if you are able to stick with your morning routine and your night routine, they really are going to change your life. Do you ever wonder why some people actually achieve their dreams and why others can't seem to reach their goals? Well, I have a video coming out on this topic this Friday, so if you're interested, subscribe to my channel and click the bell to be notified. I hope this was helpful. Keep on working towards your goals, keep on believing in yourself. You will succeed, I know it. Thanks a lot for watching and I will see you next time in another video. Bye guys!